Hello and welcome to another sterling episode of What a Movie? ?
Hi.
I am joined as always by Swinky.
Hi.
Now, as you listen to the sultry tones of her dulcet voice, you might think that it sounds a little different. It does. She is using a brand new microphone stand.
Brand new Penny right here in front of me.
Penny is the nickname for our pop filters. She's also got a brand new pop filter, so if this sounds completely mind-bendingly different from every other episode of What a Movie ? You've ever heard, that's the reason.
Yes.
How have you been, Swinky? It's so good to finally get you on microphone. It's really difficult to pin you down.
Really?
Yes, what have you been up to?
Right now, I just finished recording a cover of the Fleetwood Mac classic, Landslide. Landslide will bring you down.
That's lovely. And where could people go to? Well, we'll save that for the end of the show.
Okay. But then if we save it at the end of the show, you're going to interrupt my plug. So here I've got to say it. All right, so please go to my YouTube page, Butterfly Swinky, and you'll find everything you want. Bye.
Everything? Everyone will find everything they want there.
Yes.
Really, that's quite
Laughter, joy, peace, happiness, tears of happiness.
What about tears of sadness?
A little bit.
Do 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 do.
A little bit.
Do 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 do.
You're a CD.
All right. Now, I was just thinking, I was walking around, I was inside the station today, and I was thinking, what if this was an interview style show? I mean, it's not, and it won't ever be, but if it were, what question would you like me to ask you more than any other question on Earth?
Ask me?
Yes.
Oh, me,
Is that the
about
question?
movies?
Ask me?
About movies?
Any question, any interview topic, anything at all.
Okay. Oh,
Yes.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
And if I were to ask you that question, what would you say?
I see myself very happy, alive.
Oh, very. Let's cover the basics first.
Yeah, and doing what I love. And I think we'll still be doing this podcast.
You're alive, but let's get a little bit more granular. You still have 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 ears, a nose,
Eyes,
2 kidneys, hair. How many strands of hair?
100,000.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first, folks. In 5 years, Swinky is hoping to have 100,000 strands of human hair.
How about you, Pew?
Me? What question would I want to be asked? How much money do you want?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. You should have thought a little harder.
Well, you're the one who came up with the question, so I'm sure you thought of your own answer.
I didn't. I never even considered that you would have the generosity to ask me a question.
Pew.
All right, moving on. Today's movie, we're doing it in reverse. You guess the title, and then I'll tell you the plot.
What? So I just guessed the title?
Yeah, guess the title, and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
Okay, Black Shorts.
Wrong. Try again.
I'll never get it, Pew.
You get 7 trillion more guesses.
No!
How many O's is in that?
Oh?
How many O's was in that no you just gave me?
12.
That's actually the title of the film, is N with 12 O's and an exclamation mark at the end.
Huh? Pew, you're being a CD. Just tell me the title.
The title of the movie is The Kid.
The Kid.
Yes.
Is it Karate Kid?
No, it is not Karate Kid.
Is it about Kung Fu?
See,
or
here's the thing:
karate
is
or martial
the
arts?
title of this film is The Kid. The title of Karate Kid is Karate Kid. That's why they have different titles, is so you can tell the difference.
No, but they're different Karate Kids. No.
Like part 2, part 3, and then the remake. This is not anywhere in the Karate Kid canon.
It's not about a goat, is it? No.
Yes, it's about a goat, and they called it The Kid to throw you off the trail.
But then, a goat's baby's a kid.
Ah, very clever. I see what you did there.
No.
The star of the film is a one Charlie Chaplin.
Ah.
That's right. We're throwing you in the deep end of the pool this week.
So it's black and white?
Oh, it's beyond black and white. It's a silent picture.
Oh. Okay. All right. And
that's all you get. What do you think it's about?
the kid. There's a kid.
You're off to a thrilling start.
He has a kid that he finds lying around.
Wait, so
lost.
the kid has a kid?
No. Charlie Chaplin is walking in town and he comes across this child who looks lost and abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
So he tries to help the child find his parents, but it's to no avail. The police tell him, why don't you keep him? Because in those days, they didn't really care about children. So he keeps him.
Okay.
And he trains him. And they go and they do
He
their
trains him in
acts.
karate?
Yeah, that'd be cool. But they go around doing that act. Charlie's act.
Wait, so Charlie Chaplin is playing Charlie. He's playing the character, the tramp. He's not playing Charlie Chaplin in the film.
No, he's the tramp.
The champ.
He's the tramp.
Okay,
Yes.
so he is the tramp. Mm-hmm. And then I'm confused. The tramp trains
Trains the child so that they have an
trains
act.
the child to behave like Charlie Chaplin.
Mm-hmm.
So the tramp Charlie Chaplin trains child. Your summary of the plot is tramp Charlie Chaplin trains child.
Yeah.
You can't even say that. How could...
You're the one who came up with that. You're making everything difficult.
Try to say it. Try to tell me what you think the picture...
Tramp trains child.
You forgot what he trains him in, and that's the art of Charlie Chaplin.
Tramp trains child in art of Charlie Chaplin.
Well, tramp... Anyway. So...
Pew.
The tramp finds a child. Then he trains the child to behave like Charlie Chaplin because the tramp is a Charlie Chaplin fan?
No, because the tramp does his shtick on the street. He's a performer. So he needs, when the kid comes along, he says, okay, we might as well earn money together. So they go, they're street performers. They continue doing that together.
You know what I always say? Sticks and stones may break my bones.
But?
No, that's it. That's all there is.
Yes. So that's what happened. What do you think? Or have you watched it already?
This is an embarrassing confession on my end. I've never seen this film.
Why is that embarrassing?
Because I am supposed to have been to film school and watched a whole bunch of classic films. And that
Maybe
would
it's
include...
not a classic. Maybe it's not as popular as, say, the one where he does things
Oh, yeah, that
in a
film.
house.
The one where Charlie Chaplin does things in a house.
He's done many movies. He's always doing things.
Are you thinking of Buster Keaton when you say?
Yes, actually, I was thinking about him, and then I remembered that it's not him, and then I changed what I was going to say.
Okay. You retreated from
Yes.
your error before you made it.
And that is how it's done, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Swinky is now running weekend seminars on how to be a broadcaster. You can sign up for those on notawebsite.com. Any other predictions you've got?
That's all. Why aren't you saying yours?
Because I am a blank slate. I really don't know what this film is about.
I'm a blank slate too, and I just said everything I thought.
Then you're not a blank slate if you're thinking things.
Pew!
You want me to think something really quick?
I command you to.
You command me. I buckle to your will.
This is a directive. Now, shoot.
Shoot is what you want me to do. Shoot.
Pew!
What?
Stop stalling. I want to watch the movie, and you're being a CD.
Okay, what do I think is going to happen? This is the only thing I have in my mind. Do you know the character Dick Tracy?
I've heard his name.
Do you know the movie Dick Tracy starring Warren Beatty?
No.
Warren Beatty?
I've also heard of him.
Please don't crucify me for not knowing his last name.
Okay.
I meant the
Is it
listening public.
B-E-A-T-Y?
Yes, how would you say that?
B-T.
B-E-A-T-T-Y.
B-T.
B-T. Well, anyway, he made a Dick Tracy movie, and in that movie there's a character called Kid, and he's a street urchin. And I have this sinking suspicion that Kid in Dick Tracy was based on the Kid in Charlie Chaplin's The Kid. So I'm imagining, much like what you said, two street urchins. I don't know if the tramp is going to train him in how to be Charlie Chaplin or how to do
performer,
or how to do tramp-like shtick. I don't. I just imagine that it's going to be two street dwellers who share some time together, and I also imagine that the end will be tragic.
Okay.
Not a death, but a sad ending. I don't think I don't think there will be a happy ending for this.
Did you know that Charlie Chaplin wrote the lyrics to Smile? Smile when your heart is breaking. That one.
Keep singing it. I don't remember that song.
Let's watch the movie.
Okay, so we're going to take a look at this film. I don't know if we can even find a trailer for it on the YouTubes or anywhere on the internet because it's such an old film.
Really?
So I don't know what we're going to do for the in-between part.
We'll do sound effects.
Okay, go.
Going with the story of... After we watch the story, then we know what the story is about, and then we'll make our own trailer.
Speaking of sound effects, excellent transition, actually, because I wanted to read a little bit more of the fan mail. Would you mind opening up our vaults?
Oh, yeah!
All right. This bit of fan mail comes from a one John Hamilton. And he says to us, "It just sounded like it could have been a podcast I grabbed off iTunes."
Wow. That
Glowing
is the
praise.
highest compliment.
Yes.
Thank you, Sir Hamilton.
Sir Hamilton of Hamilshire.
Yes.
We appreciate your patronage, and we are glad that we could trick you into thinking that this was a real podcast that you could find on iTunes. Now,
please don't hesitate to contact us in any way you can. Visit the website and leave a message. Thank you. Bye.
Yep, just go to the website.com on the internet. First, you need to open up the internet. Would you be kind enough to remind our audience what the sound of the internet opening sounds like? That's it?
Wow.
Very nice. So that's, you'll know that your internet is open when you've heard all those sounds, and then you can just go to thewebsite.com and you'll find everything you need for What a Movie. Now, enough of these monkey shines. Let's get on to the actual program.
Okay. Monkey shines.
Is that a racist thing?
No.
Really?
Wait, is it?
Is it?
Ear me gear.
I'm so sorry.
Did you say something racist on air?
I might have.
Oh, meow.
Do you feel hurt?
No. I'm not a monkey. Are you hurt?
Do I look like a monkey?
I don't know when you have those headphones on.
Very good, honey. Very, very good. All right, enough of this. Enough of these shenanigans. Let's get on to the actual program.
All right. I love movies. I'm not sure
There it is, the signature catchphase. Thank you. I thought it was, yay, I love movies.
I love movies.
Not that I want to force feed
I'm
you your
not
catchphrase.
sure about the black and white, no one saying anything kind though. But if the score is nice, I might enjoy it.
Okay, here's hoping. Here's hoping. Oh, and Smarty Pants McGee over here. Yeah, I knew that Charlie Chaplin wrote Smile. Come on.
Oh, okay.
How can I help you, Governor?
They tell me there's going to be an investigation.
For Russ Duritz, time is money.
Stop crying.
I'll try.
No, I mean right now. You're giving me a headache.
An image is everything.
You lousy jerk. Jerk.
If you get called a jerk 4 times in the same day, does that make it true?
What, only 4? Did you get up late?
But in the business of giving advice, he's the one who needs help the most.
There is nothing wrong with me.
Take your phone off. You're with a human now.
Now, on his 40th birthday,
Just when I think I've seen the worst in you, then I get the tiniest glimpse of the kid in you.
he'll get a magical chance to rediscover himself. As Russ Duritz, the man,
I know you.
meets Russ Duritz, the kid.
Are you who I think you are?
Russell Morley Duritz.
How'd you know my name?
I'm dreaming!
I don't think you're dreaming, because you're talking and your eye is sort of twitching.
This little boy is me at age 8. I want you to make him disappear.
How was the therapist this morning?
Do it, Janet.
Chester!
Who is Chester?
My dog. The dog I'm going to get when I grow up.
Sorry, kid. No dog here.
No dog? So let me get this straight. I'm 40, I'm not married, and I don't have a dog. I'd grow up to be a loser!
All I see when I look at him is a collection of awful memories. Memories I spent most of my adult life trying to forget.
One man
How's many you?
That's hilarious, Janet.
and one boy will get a second chance
Holy smokes!
at life.
What happens next between being me and becoming you?
There's something very strange going on.
She's not gonna believe us.
She will.
She won't.
She will.
She won't.
She will.
Hey!
Told ya.
Disney's The Kid.
Yeah, you kind of nailed it on this one. It was a young kid hooks up with Charlie Chaplin, and Charlie Chaplin teaches him how to be all Chaplin-y. Could you summarize the plot beyond that? What you got?
Oh, the lady who had to give up the child or abandon the child because she was too poor ended up becoming very wealthy and a successful actress. And then she was rich. And she found, while she was doing her charitable acts in the poor quarters of the city, she, came across her own son, but she didn't know until the very end.
What a scene. When she's sitting and he's on the doorstep and they're not looking at each other, and then they look at each other, but they both don't know who the other person is. This whole film was just a miracle, start to end. I couldn't believe what I was watching.
And it was just as I thought. They didn't care about kids in those days. They called it an asylum. What are they? Is it children's?
The orphan asylum?
Children asylum. They just load the children in a truck.
Now, I'm going to be pushing a lot of the questions on you this time, because if I get started, I will not stop. So.
I'll stop you. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you. You're very sweet. So what were the good points? What did you enjoy about this film? The Kid by Charlie Chaplin.
I enjoyed this story so much. I loved their relationship.
Whoa, stop. Hold on. Rewind. Go back. This was your first silent feature film. You'd seen a Buster Keaton short before. You had written off the entire medium based on silence. So tell me, what was it like to watch a silent film with your loving husband by your side?
What I really like is that you can talk through the whole film. And that's fine. You can give your commentary and that's okay. You're not interrupting anyone or missing any information because you're not focused.
That's the upside. The downside is that you can't be doing something else. Like you can't wash dishes and watch a silent film. You've got to just be staring at the screen, taking in all the visual story elements.
But the score was as I expected. It was so good. It was really fun. My favorite part of the score was when they were coming to get the child. And they were in Charlie Chaplin's house, the tramp's house, and for the fight scene, it's maybe they synchronized. No. Sorry, not that part. When they were at the overnight, not bed and breakfast, that old style. It looks like a townhouse kind of thing. I don't want to use the word wrong,
but I think that was called a flop house.
A flop house.
I'm gonna look that up while you continue your thoughts, unless you want to sing a song about flop houses.
No. So when they were there, and the poor guy next to them who was trying to steal his money, his movements were all synced to the music, or the music was synced to his movements. It just looked nice. It was pretty, and I was impressed that they could do such editing in those days.
A flop house is a place that offers very cheap lodging, generally by providing only minimal services. So that would have been exactly that.
A flop house.
Yeah. Well, Chaplin did the score,
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, he wrote, directed,
he was really
produced,
gifted.
starred. Yeah. It's kind of weird when you go back to the birth of cinema and you find that the best stuff was all being done by a couple people. And since then, we've been trying to rebottle that magic in so many different ways. But you go back to the first ones, and Chaplin was doing everything on his production. Keaton was doing everything on his productions.
Yeah, it's very impressive. I didn't know that. Also, the makeup. The bad guys have pale faces and very harsh white lines.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, and the only black character?
There was a black character, and I wanted to ask you about that. There was one black character in this film. It was a child who was working as a delivery boy. Do you feel that black people were better represented in this film than in 2 Weeks' Notice or License to Wed?
I wouldn't say better, but I will say that this wasn't forced at all. His role is clearly outlined. It's not a fake role. Yeah. I do imagine, I don't know how it was in those days, but I imagine many of the delivery boys were black.
And children.
Young. Yeah, children.
That was kind of mind-boggling to watch this film and see... can I swear? America, we were poor as shit at that point in our history.
And you were saying that's Los Angeles?
Well, the film was probably shot in Los Angeles, I imagine, but I don't know where it was supposed to be taking place. Midwest America, or maybe they shot in Midwest America. I don't know where the locations were.
Also, the way they were lighting up the place,
Yeah.
just gas pipes. What is that? Gas lamps?
The lighting in this film, in the Flophouse, is just a gas pipe with a valve, and then they'd light the gas as it escaped the pipe. And as long as gas was escaping, they'd have a continuing flame.
Yeah.
It seems a
Bear
little
in
dangerous.
mind that the building is wooden.
Yes, yeah. But it was, America was dirt poor. I think this is more reflective. Of course, it's a Hollywood film. It's heightened. It's exaggerated for entertainment purposes. But I think that poverty is more reflective of the average American's experience in the 20s and 30s. And the 10s then.
When was this movie done?
Why don't you sing a song about that?
Right now, Pew is looking up when this Charlie movie was done.
Longer
I
songs
hope
are needed.
he does it quickly so he can get back to doing the podcast.
Well, first, before we get into that, can you guess what the score is on Rotten Tomatoes?
75.
Wow.
What?
That's incredible.
That's a lot or not enough? What?
That's dead on.
Really?
No. It's 100%.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
100%. Who would give this film a bad review?
I don't know.
This film from 1921, a piece of trivia I knew off the top of my head, actually.
Good for you, Pew. That's good. 100%. I've never
100%.
seen that on Rotten Tomatoes.
I think Toy Story 1 and 2 both have 100%. And then one reviewer gave Toy Story 3 a bad review, making it ineligible. It was about to be the first trilogy where all films were ranked 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I believe. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that.
Okay.
But-
Yeah. Wow.
What
I
else?
believe it. The story was very sweet.
What else
And then
did
it
you
ends
like?
with them all being happy.
Oh, I was very happy that it had a happy ending. I thought that it would have a tragic ending, but I guess, if there's one thing we've learned from movies, it's that if you want to sell, if you want to be a success, just put a happy ending on at the end of the film, and you're that much closer to a hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't think of a single film that ends in tragedy that was a massive success.
No, that was a good ending. I liked that. I wonder if they end up getting married.
That was one thing I was thinking was, how long will this relationship last? Will this rich actress enjoy having whackety schmackety tramp in her house all the time?
Looking for small man with wide feet. Did you see the
Yes.
sign?
But he was a ferociously attentive father. He was not being poor Charlie Chaplin when the kid was around. He really threw down.
Yeah, it's just poor. But they had so much food.
I think that was for comedy,
Okay.
and it was hilarious. My favorite scene of all their food scenes was when Charlie Chaplin wraps about a quarter pound of butter up in a pancake. And, then
And the
eats
kid
it.
just keeps pouring honey and,
And then they-
licking off the knife.
Such good jokes. So many wonderful. What was your favorite gag?
Favorite gag?
I've got mine picked out, and if you steal it, I'm going to make you sleep on the
You
balcony
go
tonight.
first while I gather my
No,
thoughts.
no. Give your favorite gag, and then if you guess mine, then you have to sleep on the
You're
balcony.
going to have to wait for me to remember what it was.
I'll tell you my
Because I
favorite
enjoyed
gag.
them.
It was during the dream sequence when they tied a dog to a string and then just dragged him
Okay.
across the sky like he was flying.
That's a good one.
That was a beautiful gag. Your turn.
Okay, I think my favorite one, or one of my favorite ones, I enjoyed many of them, was when in the dream he lands, or they kick him. Oh, no, he's shot. He's flying in the sky, and one of the policemen shoots at him.
Yes.
And he falls down, and the way he lands with his legs folded up, and the way he lands with his legs folded up across, against the door.
Yeah,
That
upside
was
down on
funny.
the door. That was a good. That
That's
dream
funny.
sequence was so dang ambitious. I couldn't believe it. It was so cool to watch how it unfolded. I did not see them flying, and then they were. I didn't predict that. I didn't see it coming, and
Also, how did they hide the cables?
I don't know. It was.
Because they were using cables. The way that dog came down.
I think it was an issue that the cables were thin enough and the film stock was low fidelity enough that it would just burn out the cables.
Oh, okay.
We'll look at examples. Do you remember, have you seen the photos of the moon landing that are supposed to be hoaxes because certain lines aren't complete?
Wait, the moon landing was a hoax?
Well, there are pictures of the moon landing, and because the film stock, there was light bleeding. So if there was a straight line to demarcate something, the light bleeding would make that straight line invisible at certain points. And then people would accuse them of having photoshopped in those straight lines later, but it was actually an instance of light burning out. So the strings, it would be the same thing. Even if the strings were a little dark, the film stock would have been so sensitive that it had burned out those strings. You wouldn't have needed to digitally remove them.
Totally unrelated.
Here, go for it.
Big Bang
Thank
Theory,
you.
the show.
Oh, wait, I thought you were going to save this conversation.
Big Bang Theory, the show. To prove that there was a moon landing, they reflect light off the surface of the moon, which means that, it shows that some objects were left there. Anyway, the bad.
Well, I've got questions. Do you believe that we landed on the moon?
Well, yeah.
You
But
don't-
that's a very elaborate lie. Why would anyone go to so much trouble to make up? Wait, there was the Cold War.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Yes, we landed on the moon. Well, what's his name? Armstrong.
Which one?
You're mean.
You want to say Lance, don't you?
I want to say Lance, I want to say Louis, but I know that's
You-
not them. I know it's not them. It was Anne Armstrong.
Yes, ANNE, Armstrong, Anne Armstrong. I'll give you one more guess. It is neither Lance nor Louis.
Who was it? Eugene?
Yes, Eugene Armstrong, the pride of America's flight programs.
Aaron?
No,
Brian?
It was Eugene. You got it. Eugene Armstrong.
It was Anne Armstrong. Who was the first president of Kenya? Do you know?
Who was?
See, this is just trivia. It's not as culturally relevant to me.
I have a
that
question.
I know that his name is Armstrong. And listeners back home. Were you able to correctly guess the first president of Kenya? Very good. If not, that's okay. You're not stupid.
Viewers at home, was the first president of Kenya ever on the moon? No? Okay, you're off the hook on my account. She's not talking to me anymore. Guess I'm rounding this podcast out myself.
No, this is for the listeners.
So, okay. I do not know who the first president of Kenya was. Is it the same guy it is now?
No, his dad.
Ah.
So you could have
so
just
I
gone
could have
Kenyatta.
just said Kenyatta.
Yeah,
and
you could have just said Kenyatta and you'd have been fine. He was the founding father.
Okay. Kenyatta. Come on, everyone knows that. Kenyatta. I knew that.
Sure.
Anyway, moving on. The bad. What did you think was bad about this movie? Neil.
I cannot think of anything. Neil. I never would have remembered that. It would have come to me later on when cooking and I'd be, hey, of course it's Neil. Duh.
Anyway, the bad. All the things you hated. You were lascivious during this whole film. You were angry, steam coming out of your ears. You were just ready to walk out the whole time. Tell them how you felt.
What? I loved this movie. What are you talking about? We watched the same movie. Pew.
Well, tell me what you hated. Was there anything that fell short of the mark?
Oh, no, I can't think of anything. I really, really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I didn't like the way the kids were treated, but that's the way things were in those days. The fight, I think this was one of the high points for me.
Yes.
Was when instead of stopping the fight between the kids, the grown-ups are like, oh yeah, they gathered around.
Yeah, no, they all clamor
punch
in.
him!
when
Lick
a fight
him!
starts.
Lick him! He said,
Yeah.
lick him. Yeah.
No, that was a good gag. Bads for me, not a one. Not a single
I
one.
can't think of a bad thing.
The DVD we had was skipping a little at the beginning, but I don't blame Charlie Chaplin for that.
No. It was just, the editing was, I think
Yes.
it was superb.
Talk
I didn't
to me.
feel at any point like they were dragging the story or rushing through it. It just felt so well paced and enjoyable, even for someone like me who's not into silent films.
I think we have a convert.
Oh, yeah.
I liked every single frame of this film. I feel like the whole thing was just a miracle that it got made, and that there was one person who was overseeing the project and saw it through to completion. It just seems so impossible. All the scenes with the little boy were perfect. That child actor was incredible. The scene when he was in the truck crying was just
heart-wrenching.
Yeah, really, really beautiful stuff.
There's one part where he kind of stopped concentrating.
The little boy? Wait, which part?
During the fight, when Charlie Chaplin came and picked him up. And picked him up and he was up in the air and he was supposed to be kicking and trying to hit the other kid. He looked directly at the camera.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I guess I just have to watch it again tonight to
he
see
goes,
that part.
he looks at the camera and he's having fun. He's supposed to be angry and, rallying for a fight. But he wasn't. He was just enjoying himself. I think it was a fun set for that boy.
Yeah, yeah.
And they had a good relationship off screen. You could tell.
Oh, yeah. No, it was a perfect relationship. You know who that boy ended up being later on? His name was Jack Coogan, and he grew up as Jackie Coogan, who played Uncle Fester on the old Addams Family TV show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Would I lie to you?
No. Yes, actually you would. But that's too
I
detailed
love
to
you
be
too,
a lie.
darling.
You make fun of me.
Well, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So
if you-
he enjoyed being in the industry. Sorry, baby.
Well, I don't know. There's a huge blind spot in there. He was 5-6 years old when he made that movie, and then he's in his 30s when he made Addams Family, or 40s. So what happened in the middle? He must have just been a Hollywood kid. I'll bet there's some biography somewhere of him
About him
that we
doing
could look
commercials or
up. Something,
things like that.
doing Kellogg's commercials like Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
Is that the
Everybody's
noise?
got to start somewhere.
Is that the noise you make when you think of Keanu Reeves? Is that
Keanu.
because that's actually the same noise I make. The ugly. Anything ugly in this film? Anything that
I cannot think of a single thing. No. I enjoyed it very, very much. Why did I give it 75? Because I imagine critics always have complaints.
Something. Yeah, there's
Something.
always something.
They
to
always
say.
have something.
Yeah. But this one's too good. It's
No,
just
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
a perfect film.
It was very nice.
Awards. What award do you want to give this film?
Most captivating silent film
You've seen or ever?
I've seen.
And this being the first silent
I
film.
watched Buster Keaton.
But that was a short. That was 15 minutes long or something. That was
Still
not a feature.
silent film.
Okay.
What award do you give?
What award do I give it? Good golly, Miss Molly.
Okay.
That's the award I give it.
What does that mean?
It means that's what I feel when I watch it. I'm just sitting there going, good golly, Miss Molly, this is good.
It was really nice. Also, the idea that Charlie Chaplin was getting busy with all the ladies.
Oh, I thought that was just a given. When you look at him and you see how very well he flirts on camera, and then you see that all the extras, even in the slums, are these beautiful young starlets.
That was an interesting tidbit. And he actually had long hair. When that bully grabbed his hair, that shock of hair, I was surprised to see how much hair he had. It was very long.
Yeah. And curly.
Yeah.
Alternate titles for this film. What would you call it if you could call it anything other than The Kid?
Lost Child.
That's just terrible.
Saved.
Let me rephrase that. What title would you give this film that would make it easier for you to guess what the plot is?
No, I wouldn't give it another title. The Kid is perfect. But that's only because you told me Charlie Chaplin. So.
Charlie Chaplin's The Kid?
Ito na. Prodigal Child. Prodigal Son. Ding, ding, ding.
You really think that's a better title?
Well, not better. Just the title I would give it.
Ah, okay. Well, I guess
Pew.
that's why you're not making millions of dollars naming movies.
No. Prodigal Son.
Prodigal Son. Very good title. Mm-hmm. What would I call this film if I could retitle it?
Come back to me.
This is my alternate
Son
title.
of my heart.
Prodigal Son, Come Back to Me, Son of My Heart is your new title for this film. It's going to fly off the shelves. So much better than The Kid.
What would you call it? The Kid is a perfect title. What would you call it?
I would call it Stop Reading This Title and Just Watch the Movie. You're wasting time at this point.
That is too long and boring. No one would watch that.
Okay, just watch this now. How's that?
How about watch?
How about go with an exclamation mark at the end? Parentheses, to your DVD player, put this in, press play, and then make sure the television is on.
Wait, are you naming it in this present time or in 1921 when it was released?
Oh, wow. You just blew my mind.
Pew!
What?
You're saying go and watch this on DVD. People wouldn't have known what you were talking about.
If it's 1928, this is getting really too granular for the scope of this podcast. If it's 1928, the title would be Go! Exclamation mark, parentheses, to your local theater and see this film as soon as it's playing.
That wouldn't fit on the screen, Pew. You know that. You're a
and
film
parentheses,
person.
if it's the 1970s, it would say Go! Exclamation mark, parentheses, to your Betamax player. Put this Betamax tape in and press play, but make sure your television is on. Are you falling asleep yet, Swinky? Because as soon as you're asleep, I'm going to start talking about you behind your back.
Pew!
Yes, what?
Don't do that.
Why wouldn't I?
Because that's mean.
Would I say anything bad?
Mm-hmm.
Really? What would I say? Here's a new question for our interview show. What would I say if I were saying something bad about you?
While I'm not around?
Yeah. Like if you fell asleep while we were recording and I was going to say, I was going to throw you under the bus on some topic. What would I do it on? What would I say?
Well, as you might know already, Swinky doesn't know anything about film.
Really? You think that's what I'd say?
You'd say something like
Hold on.
that.
I'll be Swinky. I'm going to fall asleep and you be me. Okay?
Okay.
Boy, Pew, I'm so tired of watching movies and talking about them.
Why don't you wait until we finish recording this podcast?
Hold on. Let me just take a few quick Z's.
Swinky, come back.
I would, but I'm so beard. Pew. I'm beard.
Don't talk like that. Oh, and there goes Swinky. She's fast asleep. And I'm Pew, and it was so nice having you with us. Bye. What a movie? Question mark.
And scene. Swinky, I gotta say, you did not throw me under the bus there, did you?
No. Why would I throw myself under the bus? You or me?
You fall asleep and let's see what happens. All right, it looks like Swinky has dozed out, so I'm going to bring it down a little bit. I don't want to wake her up right now. And guys...
Oh, that's weird.
I want to just talk to you directly without her hearing this. I think she's choking on her own snot. I really, really like Swinky a lot. I think she's a really keen person.
Oh, I love you too.
She tricked me.
Oh, you wouldn't throw me under the bus? Yay!
No. You are the dirtiest, rottenest scoundrel, apparently.
That was a good movie too.
That's a throwback to the episode right before this one.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? That we're gaining canon at this point.
Oh, my eye.
Oh, who's your guy? Oh, my guy?
No. Oh, my eye. Me eye.
All right. Now, I have some
You're going to cut that out.
terrible news for you.
What?
Because of all those sleeping shenanigans you pulled earlier, we do not have time for you to name your website.
Please go to www.butterflyswinky.com.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate your patronage.
You'll be able to see, hey, you said appreciate. And then you'll see all the links
and
to
then
my
we'll be
stuff.
done, but we're
I'm
done.
also on YouTube.
And that's it
Butterfly
for the
Swinky.
episode.
Please make sure you type it
The
with
end.
an
Bye.
S. If you don't,
All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. That was What a Movie, parentheses, question mark. And I don't feel like doing the outro, so I'm going to toss to Swinky.
please come by our page, our podcast page, and look things up. and say what you think. Please share your views with us. We are so excited to get comments. So far we have 3, which is wonderful. Yay! If you want to say something to us about movies or about your life, you're welcome. We love you. Bia!
You want to tell them what the website is? And where did we get these 3 comments?
You read them to me.
Those were emails.
Oh, but the comments were in the emails.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, you can't say you don't have any
For
comments.
those of you keeping score at home, Swinky has hit her head on the pop filter, I think 3, maybe 4 times at this point.
I'm still getting used to this new one.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, wow, we are having some upgrades up in here.
Yeah, we're experiencing technical difficulty, apparently. The website, www. Remember this for next time, because I'm not going to want to do it again next time.
Why not?
www. Repeat after me. W dot I b la k dot t v slash WAM.
WAM.
So come on by the forums, check them out, give us your comments, tell us what you think of these episodes. If there's any movie you'd like to hear us do, we would be welcome to suggestions as long as we haven't seen it before. And now Swinky is going to name every movie she's ever seen in her life.
Sound of Music, Hello Dolly, After the Fox. Why do you solve a problem like Maria?
Wait, why do you solve a problem like Maria? Are you sure it's not how do you solve a problem?
You keep throwing me under the bus. You name all the movies you've watched since you were a kid.
Batman.
Karate Kid. Pew, you're mean. I'm going to cook dinner.
All right, sounds like I'm getting dinner tonight.